something's a little different, right? Hi everyone and welcome to Shah Lusso, and for those of you who follow the channel, yes, quite a few things have changed. Subscribers to the channel will have probably noticed that I didn't really post too many videos in the last 2 months. That's because I was arranging a move to Europe. So I'm no longer in India, I'm actually now in Germany, which means I'm a lot closer to watches, a lot closer to the watch industry in general, and hopefully there's some great changes coming for the channel soon. But to inaugurate a big change, I figured I should probably start looking for a new watch, especially because it's been over 2 years since I got my Cartier. I actually got that pre-pandemic, which feels like forever and a half ago. I even actually traveled and bought it. Crazy, right? So, since I've just changed countries, since I'm looking to get a new watch, it makes sense then that I get a GMT. But I've already got a GMT with my Steinhardt, but also I'm kind of over that. So I've been looking at Grand Seiko. Now, Grand Seiko is a brand that I admittedly know very, very little about. I have to thank my friend Engineer Wannabe for educating me as much as what I do know about Grand Seiko, because he's crazy about Grand Seiko. Make sure you check out his channel as well if you want to see some great hands-on Grand Seiko content. So bearing that in mind, I narrowed it down to 2 particular references. The SBGJ203 and the 205, its white variant, and the SBGE211 in black. The white one I don't like so much because it sort of has like a champagne-y quality to it. I don't really like how the dial looks. And since I've just moved to a new city, obviously the first thing you gotta do is, go see your local AD, see what's out there. So I went over to Altair in Cologne and I tried on a ton of watches, among those the SBGJ203 and 205. Now the first thing that struck me was that both of these wear really, really well. When you look at them in pictures, they look kind of chunky. They are around 14 millimeters thick. So my biggest worry was actually these were going to seem too big. But wearing them on the wrist, they just sort of melt away. And I really loved how that looked. The Zaratsu polishing looked really, really nice in person. It wasn't something that I tried on before. But I noticed something interesting about the dial. Now, admittedly, I normally like black dial watches more. But I noticed that on the black one, in the light, you don't really actually notice the texture that much. Now, that might have been just because it was, store lighting, so maybe that affected how it sort of reflects. But the white one really showed it a lot more. But despite showing it more, it wasn't like sort of in your face either. It looked like a nice discrete pattern that looks like the snow from the mountaintops that inspired this dial. But that creates a problem because now that I've tried on the SBGJ, I haven't tried on the SBGE. The dilemma there is that I can't really compare them side to side, at least not yet. So I have to wait until I get that. But here's something that I wanted to pose to you guys is that since it's Grand Seiko, the way I see it, there's 2 main things that Grand Seiko is really, really known for. Mechanically, it's spring drive. Aesthetically, it's, yes, the Zaratsu polish, but also more to the point, it's their dials. And with these 2 watches that I'm looking at, there is somewhat of a compromise between the 2 because the Mountiwate dial is on a high beat movement, which is great. It's nice and advanced. It's still super accurate, but it's not spring drive. Meanwhile, the spring drive one has a gloss black dial. It doesn't have any texture to it. And also the spring drive one has a 20 millimeter lug spacing, whereas the SBGJ has a 19 millimeter lug spacing, which, yes, I've heard you can stuff a 20 millimeter in there, but I really don't know. It's a tough call for me. So let me know in the comments below, which of these 2 would you consider? And the last thing to consider is, would you get one of these? Or would you even consider the much cheaper, but still very capable Seiko Presage GMT, which I highlighted on the channel a few months ago? I'd love to know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. So just a quick short video to let everyone know that yes, the channel is back. Things will resume their normal order very quickly. We'll go back to having 1 video per week. Look forward to seeing you on the channel in the future. If you like this video, make sure you like it and share it. If you want to see more pictures and infographics of watches, then make sure you follow me on Instagram at Shah Lusso. And if you want to see more videos about watches and see what's coming up on the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell as well so you can know when the next video comes up. In any case, thanks for watching this video, and we'll catch you on the next one.